Hi, my name is Soumen Mondal, and if you are new to this channel, I regularly post content about commercial property. So by all means, do subscribe this channel so that you get to learn and you get to see all these videos upfront as soon as I post it. So in today's topic, we are going to talk about the yield, or it's called the cap rate. So let's understand all these things about commercial property. Okay, so when you look for a commercial property, you saw a particular deal, then one thing that you measure in terms of the number point of view is the net yield, or the return that you get. It's also called as cap rate. So the cap rate is the capitalization rate. It means that the how much percentage of rent that you get as compared to the capital value of the purchase price. So this is kind of an industry standard called cap rate, and this is also the way to measure different deals. So for example, if X is a deal and where you get a cap rate of, let's say, 5% versus another deal Y, which is you get a 6% cap rate, then of course you can compare 5%, 6%. So 6% is always better, and this is kind of a industry standard. This is also whenever you're talking to an agent, you talk to these kind of words like, okay, what's the cap rate? Now the way you calculate cap rate is different in commercial property than residential property, because in residential property it is always about the gross rent. It's always about that yield is the gross yield, whereas in commercial property it is the net yield, it is the net income. So the calculation is something like this: the net operating income, which is the net rent, divided by the purchase price into 100%, of course. So in percentage, cap rate is, it could be 5%, 6%, 7%. That means for every single dollar you get about 7 cents back when you invest into that. That's the first thing to understand, that the cap rate or the net yield is on net basis. It means that the rent that you collect in the accounting or the business term, it's called net operating income. So net operating income divided by the purchase price is your cap rate. Now, as I said, that this is kind of an industry standard. This is the way you measure different deals, and when you talk to different agent or different any other persons about the deal, you measure that based on the numbers, and the cap rate is one of the way to measure. And as you get that 5%, 6%, the bigger the cap rate or the higher the cap rate, the better for you, means the purchase price is less, the income is more. Whereas the lower the cap rate is where the purchase price is more, means your rent is also less. So you would always aspire to be as higher as possible when it comes to the cap rate. By all means, go ahead and watch other videos as well. You will learn a lot about commercial property.